It's always really bugged me that in God we trust is on our money because we worship money in America. We don't worship God. We worship money, we worship tax cuts, we worship the almighty dollar. Everything is about money. So it feels like a gaslight. It feels like a manipulation tactic to make the common people think, oh, we're not so bad. Here, even on our money, it says, in God we trust. So we still trust God, but we don't, okay? Corporations don't trust God. Politicians don't trust God. Everyone worships money. Politicians worship their corporate donations, and the common people trust in their paychecks, and the corporations worship their tax cuts and their bottom line. And so I looked up where this came from, and I'm not wrong. It was a gaslight. It was a manipulation tactic. It originated in 1861 when Reverend Mark Watkinson of Pennsylvania, he was a pastor of Prospect Hill Baptist Church. He petitioned the Treasury Department to add a statement recognizing the Almighty God in some form on our coins in order to relieve us from the ignominy of heathenism. And that means to relieve us of the shame of heathenism. So this reverend wanted it put on the money to make us feel better about the fact that we were in a culture that worshiped money. And then it evolved from there, and the Union wanted to recognize the Almighty God some way because this was during the Civil War, and the Union wanted to make it seem like God was on their side of the Civil War, which if there is a God, he would have been on that side of the Civil War, right? The Confederacy's Constitution invoked God, and the Union's did not. So it was a play on God being on what side, and that's the origins of why we started putting in God we trust on our coins. What really bugs me is in the 1950s when Eisenhower added it to the money, to the cash, not the coins, it replaced the motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one, which reveals that inherent in America's very foundation is the ideal that diversity of opinion and of people is our greatest strength. In God we trust replaced out of many, one. So not only do we have a lie on our money, it's also against the inherent value of what America is supposed to be, which is a celebration of diversity, right? Because in God we trust is just for the Christians, and which is against our Constitution. It's annoying.